29th of September, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua with Rashi.
Okay.
Hey, Mayor, how are you?
Okay, Lou. Doing well. You just get the... Cool.
Labriut. To your good health.
Mm.
Now, the staples I found are here.
Yeah, you want me to go buy you a stapler?
No, I'll go buy it. I should want to. Here, I've got these two staples. Can you make sure they have staples in them?
Yeah.
And then which staples go, let me know which staples go, with which one. Okay, we'll use those. And then you have some Scotch tape actually in here, some Scotch tape.
Yeah, take that.
Okay, hope we use that. And then they've rock on them. I mean, I didn't see, oh, we still have that. I'll be ready to eat till I'm through.
Oh, come on.
Oh, okay, Lou, did you get the paper? What about the appointment for Moskowitz?
Yeah, I did, and I checked it, and it's on there.
It is on there, good, because my phone suddenly conked and I thought,
The kind you want says 10M.
for both of them?
No. This is the bigger kind. This is for this. Kangaroo is for this. See this box here says 10 1M?
That goes with this one?
Yeah. You
Great.
see this box here?
Yeah,
So it's got a whole bunch of these little boxes inside of it.
okay,
So I got plenty of these.
plenty of these, okay, so all I need to get, what's this one?
This and this, I believe, are the same size. They fit in here. Double check that. Let's see.
Okay, great, and then I'm taking a tape with me. Okay. I think I'll try to take a few things out at a time. I may go buy some paper for them to make stickers with the like, whatever you have from last year.
Yeah, these all fit. These fit in here.
I haven't been in the circus, I don't really know how to, things, oh, I used to use big tape. You have big tape too, don't you? If I can use some of your big tape.
Yeah, I have big tape
I'll get the
in my
big tape.
closet,
I don't know
hanging
where-
on the walls of my
I'll
closet.
get a stick. I bought the stick. I bought the stick.
Hanging on the walls of my closet.
Is this the only one you have?
No, I have more than that.
Yeah, where is it?
I don't know. I have to look.
Okay,
Okay. Where you find
Let's go.
it? Don't put these things. I'll see you there coming. Nice tape. Hey, thank you for sending.
You're welcome.
okay, let's continue. We got up to Pasuk Dalet, I believe. Yeah. Pasuk Dalet. I think it's your turn, Lou.
Hatsur tamim lo ki chol derachav mishpat kel amuna ve'ein avel
Havel.
tzaddik v'yashar hu. Okay, so let's see. The rock, perfect is his work, for all his ways are justice. A God faithful without iniquity, righteous, and it is proper.
Okay, and this is the proper thing to do. Shem is righteous. This is how I think I translated it.
Yashar, and he's straight. He's righteous and he's straight.
Yeah, no. So it doesn't mean Rashi is going to explain that the Yosha who is means this is the correct thing to do.
What's the correct thing?
Okay, we'll see in a second. Let's see the Rashi.
Let's see. Hatzur Tamim Pa'alo. Af al pi shehu chazak. Even though that he is strong, ke she mevi pur anus. When he brings punishment, al ovrei ritzono, upon those who transgress his will. Lo bishetef hu mevi. He does not bring it in a torrent. Ki'im badin. Ki tamim palo. But rather with justice, because perfect is his work.
Right. So I translated Lo B'Shetev maybe. He doesn't bring it indiscriminately.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So instead of torrent.
Yeah.
But the word torrent has the connotation of quantity, whereas indiscriminately doesn't really contain that connotation.
Okay. But I'm just giving you a prime example. Talking about actually the tsunami. Remember the tsunami that was in 2005, I think it was?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There was not a single person who was killed there indiscriminately. HaKadosh Baruch had a cheshbon on everything. And everybody, any person who died in the tsunami was decreed upon to die. And anybody who was injured was decreed upon to be injured.
What about the principle that calamity can affect an area?
Yeah, but actually who's going to be killed and who's going to be injured, that is, I mean, true, everybody's going to be necessarily affected, let's say, to be left homeless or something like that. Lesser punishments, yeah, that may be sometimes maybe somebody who, if he'd been somewhere else, he may not have been affected in the same way. Obviously, we may not have incurred a monetary loss, but because he was in this area, that is possible. But to say that person is killed indiscriminately or he was injured indiscriminately, that is.
So when it says woe to the Rasha, woe to his neighbor.
Yeah, because the neighbor is going to be affected by the Rasha, but to what extent, that doesn't say.
So if a Rasha causes Hashem to bring a tornado to his street and knock down his house, and it's going to do all kinds of damage to the other houses on the street, you're saying, but it won't kill anybody or injure anybody in the other houses. If they're
not to that extent. Yeah, means everything is measured, and to the degree the person has been affected by the Rasha, so he will be punished with his secondary level punishment. Okay.
Let's see.
Continue. Let's continue. Kele Mona.
L'shalem latzadikim tzid kasam. to pay the righteous for their righteousness, l'olam haba, in the world to come. Af al pi sheme'acher es hagemulam, even though he postpones their repayment, sofo le'aman es devarav. In the end, he makes his word come true.
Right.
The
It's good, his word.
Ve'ein avel af l'rashayim, even to the wicked, mishalem sachar tzidkasam, he pays reward of the righteousness, balamazet, in this world. Tzaddik v'yashar hu, hakol matzdikim alehem es bino, all accept upon themselves the righteousness of his judgment. V'chein ra'oi v'yashar lahem, and this is befitting and straight for them. Tzaddik mipnei habrios, righteous comes from the mouths of the people. V'yashar hu, and it is straight. That is ra'oi v'ra'oi lehatzediko. It is befitting to acknowledge his righteousness.
It's the correct thing. It's the right thing to do.
The footnote, interestingly enough, says Tzaddik v'yashar hu refers to God. He is righteous and fair. Yashar would be superfluous. Once God has been described as righteous, it is an understatement to call him fair. The verse is thus seen as referring to people's response to God's justice.
Right.
That's according to the Be'er Yitzhak.
Okay. Now, in other words, that's how I translate. He's declared righteous by all, and that is the correct thing to do. I translated it.
Meaning what? It's the correct thing for the people to declare him to be righteous?
Sorry?
When you say that's the correct thing to do, what do you mean? It's the correct thing
It's
for who to do what?
To ascribe to God to be righteous.
I see.
Let me see how I translated it. 1 second. The notes over here. I also have a similar note. Why does Rashi depart from the verse's simple meaning that God is upright? Misachim Gura answered that so that God is a faithful God without injustice, includes that he is righteous and upright. Thus, the reference must be to the way we are to view God. How does Shammai point out, according to Tanis 11a, this is principally relevant at the time a person leaves this world. That a person, when he comes to the final judgment, and after he passes away, he declares that whatever justice has been handed out, whatever judgment has been handed out to him, that is fair, and God is And this is the correct thing to do. Okay, let's go on to Pasuk 5. Hey.
Okay. Shichet lo banav mumam dor ikesh ufital tol. So corruption is not his. The blemish is his children's, a crooked and twisted generation. Okay, Rashi. Shichet lo v'gomer. So the corruption is not his. Ketargamo, Targum says, Chabilu lahon, la le. Corruption is theirs, not his.
Yes.
Okay.
No, so, okay. So you have to translate it this way. The Mepharshim, Shichais loy, corruption to him, loy, no.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I see. He doesn't have it like that. Okay, let's see. Banav umam. So the blemish is his children's. Banav hayu, the hashchata shehishchitu he mumam. Okay, so they were his children, and the let's see, the corruption which they corrupted is their blemish. Banav mumam, the blemish is his children's. Mumam shel banav, who below mumam. Okay, so the blemish is his children's, and it is not his blemish. Let's see, Dor Ikesh, a crooked generation. Ikesh akum ukal. Ikesh means bent and crooked. Kemo et kol hayishara ya'akeshu, like all who bend all that is straight. Oh, that's from Micha. Okay. Uvelashon Mishnah Chuda she shinea akumot akushot. Okay, so in the language of the Mishnah, Chuda, it's a weasel, whose teeth are bent and crooked.
Yeah. That means one second, yeah. Crooked and bent, as in the Skola Yeshora Ya'akoishu. A rat which has a crooked and bent teeth.
Oh.
Chuda, I think, is a rat rather than a weasel. Okay. Uf Saul Toil.
Okay, and twisted. Untorchilitz. That's the French. Kapatil hazeh she godlin oto. Oh, like this thread which one twines. Miki uma kifin oto, and twists it. Sivivot Hagadil, around the strand. Okay. Ufaltol mean hatevot hakafulot. So the word patal is a doubled root letter word.
Yeah,
Oh,
means the two
and
letters.
then he's giving others. Sigagal, Sahar, Ad, 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 Ad,
Adam Dam.
Dam, Dam. Okay, Iraq Rock, Kimo, Iraq Rock, Adam Dam, Sahar, and Sigagal.
Yes, it indicates it's interesting as in opposed to modern Hebrew where Yurak Adam Dam means light red, green or light red. In Chazal, according to Chazal, whenever this expression is used, it means a deep color. It's not just a regular green; it's a deep green. Or Adam Dam is a deep red.
All right.
And Sachar means round, and Schachar means dizzy, like major. It means it's like a stronger form. Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Is there any more? No, that's the end of 5.
Okay.
So
Let's go on. Actually, it's really up to time.
I wonder about the context of this verse. When it says corruption is not his, what corruption? What corruption are we talking about here? What's the context?
I mean, what I hear what you're asking means what would be entertain the Havamina to say that Hashem is warped? Hashem is corrupt.
That's a good way to say it. What's the Havamina that Hashem is corrupt?
Right. It's a good point. I don't know.
Okay. Should I read 6 or 8? It's actually pretty late. I have a date for lunch at 1:30.
Okay, but not God himself. Rather, the verse is telling us that corruptive only harms the perpetrators, but not God himself. Means the sin
harms the perpetrators and not Hashem.
Right. This is a quote from our sages in Kedushin 36a.
Kedushin 36a?
Yeah, but it's not really from there. Divrei David. Divrei David is a commentary of the Taz. The Taz wrote a Pirush on the Shulchan Aruch. He also wrote a commentary on Rashi. It's called Divrei David. He says this pshat. The verse is telling that the corruptive behavior only harms the perpetrators, but not God himself.
Right.
By the way, this follows, I don't know if I mentioned this to you a number of times, it's a very important yesod from the Vilna Gaon and from others, that God does not punish. He sends only, God himself does not punish. He sends his emissaries to mete out punishment. And according to some, it's the actual angels, the corruptive angels that are created by the sin. They're the ones who carry out the punishment. Malachei Chabola. It's a very deep concept, and I'm not going to go into it now, but the Maisa, that's many Mefarshim hold like that. So this would also be understood over here. Shichei Sloi, meaning corruption, meaning destruction caused by the sin, is not Hashem himself. But the perpetrators themselves, they are the ones who have harmed themselves.
Very interesting.
Okay, we'll continue in Pasuk Vav tomorrow, Be'ezrat Hashem.
Okay. Rabbi.
Very good. Have a great day. Be well.
You too now.
Have a good day, Meir.
Okay, take care, Lou.